Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's episode we're talking about headphones again. I have here the Dudios touch controlled TWS true wireless earbuds. Is it any good? Well, let's find out. So first things first, full disclosure, I received these directly from Dudios for review purposes. Did not pay for this. I asked them if there is any over-the-head earphones I can review, because you know I've just reviewed so many true wireless earbuds on this channel. I want something different, but yeah, it's still in the works. They will be releasing over the ears shortly, so I'll feature them on this channel. This is actually a little bit different. So instead of the traditional buttons that you press, you can just tap it with your fingers. Anyway, let's unbox this first. It comes in a standard cardboard box package, nothing fancy. In the box you get a warranty card, USB-C charging cable, instructions manual, and 2 additional earbuds. So this is the case for the earbuds. It's actually really small. If you compare it with the Dudios True Wireless, it's actually half the size. But the material that they use in this, it's a bit cheap, plasticky. Alright, so this is what the earbuds look like. The buds themselves, they're also kind of plasticky feel, made with the same matte finish. This is how it looks like in my ear. Nice and small, very comfortable. Basically, you just have to connect it once to your phone or your computer, and every time you take it out of the case, it's automatically connected. Once you're done, put it back in the case and it'll start charging, as indicated by the red dots. The battery life of these buds lasts for up to about 4 hours. One thing that I don't really like about this case is that there's no way of telling how much charge capacity is remaining in the case. The only way to do it is to plug it into USB. The charging light comes up as red. Once it's fully charged, it goes to white. But I guess that's just the sacrifice you have to make the box so tiny. There's no way of really testing how long the case actually lasts. I mean, on paper it says 15 hours. I tend to just every couple of days plug into my computer and charge the case. And just in case I forget, the buds takes about 2 hours to fully charge. These are IPX5, so they're water resistant. If you do get a little bit of water, it'll work fine. As you can see, I put it through some rough tests, but they still work. Alright, so let me quickly explain how the touch controls work. Basically, if you're just adjusting your headphones, touching it, it's not gonna do anything. It requires multiple touches and gestures in order for it to work. Okay, so if you want to start and stop the music, it's on the right hand side. You double tap twice. Got to make sure that you get them right in the middle of the bud. The music starts after about a second. So to turn off the music, once again double tap, 1, 2, and the music is off. To activate Google Voice Assistant, it's the same thing but on the left ear. Double tap, hey Google, what's the weather like today? To go to the next track, what you do is you actually press and hold for about 2 seconds. And once again, it takes about 1 second to activate the function. To go back to the previous track, press and hold for 2 seconds. That didn't work because I was touching too front ahead. You gotta make sure that you get right in the middle of the bud. Okay, that worked. It does take a while to get used to it. It's a bit gimmicky, but I think it's a step in the right direction, right? It's technology enhancements. It's a bit different from the rest of the earbuds I've tried. There is a little bit of learning curve, but once you get used to it, it actually works pretty well. It's actually very comfortable. It's not going to fall out of your ear. I'm not going to do a burpee test because I actually injured myself last week. Trust me when I say that I've been using it for 2 weeks, commuting to work, walking to the station, and occasionally if I'm about to miss the train, I sprint 100 meters or so and it stays in the ear. It works pretty well. The fitting is very similar to the Dudios Ace that I've been using as a benchmark for all of these headphone reviews. The noise isolation, I mean, I can still hear a bit of outside noise. When you have the music on, it sort of masks the noise. Can't really hear what's going on outside. Now all this is good, but what about the sound quality? It's decent. Probably on par with the Dudios Ace in terms of cutting off, signal issues, signal losses. No, not really. It's pretty good from that perspective. But that's when the positive stops. There is a pretty serious audio delay while watching videos. And I meant serious as in probably about 1 second delay, which is not very good for 2019 standards. Let me just give you an example of how it actually feels like to watch a video that's out of sync. So right now I'm deliberately making this video and audio out of sync so that you can experience it. This is what it feels like when I'm watching videos using these headphones. It's quite annoying, and to me that is a very disappointing factor. This headphone has so much potential. You've got your touch control, which you just got to get used to it. Good, decent audio quality. I still can't get over how small the box is. No signal loss or disconnection issues, but the audio delay, man. And because of that, I can't recommend this to you guys. For the same price, you're better off picking up the Dudios TWS. So hopefully this review was helpful for you. Please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I do have more videos coming up. I've got more, actually these are wired Bluetooth headphones that's coming up. Hit that notification bell if you want to be alerted. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. I'll see you next time.